Let's say you have a tattoo appointment and you wonder, can I bring someone with me? That will be answered differently by every single person, every single studio, every single location, every single, like, you need to ask that artist, can you bring somebody with me individually? Because sometimes there are studios that are just small, and we happen to have 2 floors, so we have this, we have downstairs, and we have the space to accommodate everybody. Even now you probably see a sofa behind me, which means we have space for people, and it's cool. But sometimes you go to a place and the place is just tiny and there is no space. In our studio, for example, you can easily bring it. You can bring, there's been a person who even had a dog with her because she has this doggy that helps her to move around the city. That's cool. If that makes you feel happier, and if she sits still and I can pull those lines and nothing gets affected, I'm sound. No issues whatsoever. I've had a mother having kids with them, and if the kids are fine, mostly they message me the night before or sometime before, and then they ask me if they can. I'm like, yeah, cool. As long as the kids don't make mess, I have no issues. I'm a parent myself. I got 2 kiddos, and I know sometimes you just don't have anywhere to put them. Like, you just don't. And you just hope your kid will be in the best behavior wherever you go. And then sometimes that happens to be a tattoo shop. And I have nothing against good kids. Good kids are always good kids. If you have some stupid kids, that's not cool. But stupid kids come from parents. So mostly parents are the problem why the kids are the way they are. But that's a different story. But I always say to them, if they have good kids and if they can sit still, no issues whatsoever. Also, when they say, can I have a friend with me? I always say to them, you can have one or two people max, because sometimes when you make this as a group meeting, it's not a cool idea. Then it gets too loud, too shouty from place to place. They want to drink. They don't want to drink, but like they want to make this as an event. They want to like pull the phones. They want to walk around. They want to laugh, and hands are moving, and jokes, and it becomes like a mini party, and you don't want that to happen. There are moments when you can allow that to happen when it's, but I don't know, you just know it. You just know that, oh yeah, this is not fun. Like, this is not serious. We can just have a laugh, cool. But mostly, it's not recommended. The main focus is we as artists, we want to do a good work on people, which means if there's something that blocks us from doing good work, it kind of goes backwards. It's kind of like somebody has a heart surgery. I'm there trying to be a clown. It makes no sense. You wouldn't do that. And these lines are permanent. There's no Control Z. You can't undo. Once I pull the line, it's there, and then it will stay there. It'll be there forever for the rest of their life. Which means I gotta be careful. Which means the people also, when they're in studio or whoever you invite in or you want to take with you, they have to be nice people, and they need to make no mess, less mess as possible. If anything, they need to make the environment safer for the person who's receiving a tattoo, not going against the whole process. Mostly it is a friend, mostly it's a partner. Sometimes when you bring partners, people get jealous. Mostly it's because when a guy tattoos a girl, the girl's boyfriend could be like a little bit like what those two are doing by themselves. So jealousy is not really cool when it's in the studio, and I've experienced a few times when my clients' boyfriends are not really, kind of not all right. So I don't know, sometimes I give them a phone, so might film me putting stamps on your wife, and then they feel more involved in this process, and they don't feel a bit, I don't know, it's just weird, just a weird day. That's not cool. So if you have a jealous boyfriend or girlfriend, leave them at home. Don't bring that to the studio, because if you can feel that aura walking around, it kind of stinks. Not cool. When it comes to friends, if you want to bring friends to the studio, you want to bring somebody who helps the situation. There's times when people like loud, when they're shouting, when they talk with their hands like this and the whole body starts to shake. When the friends is kind of not disrupting, but encouraging the other person to be disruptive, to encourage them to speak, encourage them to bounce around, to encourage them to not sit, pass me this, pass me that, give me this, give me that, and then the whole thing just moves around like I'm moving now, and then I can't do the job, the client can't really, I mean, the whole thing just goes bad. You can bring always somebody, like that is cool. There are places where you will physically have no space. We had a few people that wanted to come to work here, and they said their working environment, and there's like a room like this, and there's 6 people. Somehow they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. Somehow, I don't even know how, but they're like so next to each other that they don't even have spaces for themselves. And if somebody wants to go to the toilet, that's like a, I don't even know, some walk, I don't even know how they get to the toilet. But essentially it's so small, so narrow, there is no space. Which means you don't want to take anyone to that place because you don't have a space for yourself either. So think about how big is the studio, how much space is there, and what can you do to feel happy. And then if you're an artist, just say what I just said to you, to your clients, and don't feel guilty for you wanting to have your clients have a good environment. You don't feel guilty for making your clients feel happy. You don't feel guilty for having a peace in the studio. You don't feel like this is a surgery. We are opening people's skins. We have to have clean lines, smooth shading, and the job done. And the responsibility is yours. And if the lines are not cool, it's on you. If the lines are not nice, it's on you. If the whole thing, it's on you. If it gets too loud, it's on you. If you let some people come in, it's on you. Like, you let them come in, you let them be loud, you let them smoke inside, or I don't know what they do. Like, it's always on you, and you control the situation. And if you don't control, that's also on you, because you have to control the situation. You have to maintain a nice, peaceful environment. And if you don't do that, then it's on you. You can't complain that people come in loud, that you open the doors for them to come in. You open the doors, invited them in, or you are not busy enough that you have the space for those people. You need to draw 24/7, so you don't physically have time for loud people. And if you do have time for loud people, why the fuck you have time for loud people? Makes no sense either. So that is like a mini note to artists. But as a client, you can bring people in, just be nice and be respectful, because our job is to look after people. And it's weird when we cannot do the job and we can't look after people. Makes no sense. Like, our interest is everybody being happy. Our interest is everybody having a good tattoo. Our interest is always the best. And we get irritated when we can't do a clean work, when we can't serve our clients. So you can bring some if it helps the situation.